Okay, so hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Let us continue with Amnesia: The Dark Descent. We'll probably be able to finish this tonight, and we're most likely just going to be doing Amnesia tonight because I'm quite tired. So, continue with Warhammer 2 tomorrow or something. See how that goes. Last time we were collecting all the orbs around the various torture rooms. I think we have one more to get. I've also done some reading ahead because there's a specific ending I would like to get, and I wasn't sure whether we were going to be whether we'd be able to get it or not. We are. I'm pretty sure. Yep. I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to be, you know, missing out on it, but I think we can collect the bits which we need for it after a certain part. So I'm being vague on purpose. That's still around. I think we have to go over there. Let's just hide. There's a tinderbox. Restrain myself. Must liberate tinderboxes. I'll just wait for the hunt music to go over, but yeah, there's a few different endings in this game. There's not many. There's only 3. 4 technically, but one of them is sort of an ending which has 2 different types. And there's a specific ending, as I said, which I'd like to get. It requires us to do a few extra things. We need some other items. We've already actually seen what items we need listed in a document we found. I have to climb over. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, okay. There we go. Dead? Daniel, are you talking to yourself again? Over this way? I think so. Ah, yes. Should I collect some of the parts we need? This tissue is quite soft. It should be possible to break open. Sure. Let's just get this now. Poison gland. That is one of the items we need. Do I have the document for it? I may as well read it. It's not any spoilerish or anything like that. Is it this? Yes. To release a gripper without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. Poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. Vitae can be extracted as usual from any agonized victim's blood. And tempter, it doesn't exist in this world. We needed a property of the secretion in a water-drowning cank. So, that's why we've got the meat. And also the string. Ah, yes, this. This is terrible. Yes, unpleasantness. Is there... Ah, there it is. Okay. There's a piece of orb. Just close that. And now... do I want to get the other 2 bits? We have all the pieces of the orb, and we're getting the pieces of orb to put them into a pedestal in front of the lightning field, if we remember that, which is blocking the way which we need to go. So, need to head back there. However, since I'm wanting to collect these other bits first, we might want to, have to go over there? I think we have to be over there. We might want to go and collect them. Let's see, that means we'd have to go back to the other room, collect it there. Yep, okay. Is that the exit? There we go. Okay. Yep, okay. Just have to remember where we are. Let's use some of our... did I forget that tinderbox? I think I did. Oh well. Whatever. Everything's ruined.
There's something else.
Yeah, hello.
Incredible. You found Vaya's recipe. Then there might still be a chance.
Yep.
Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate. A door to another world. It's where he wants to go.
Okay.
If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vaya describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Alright, okay, okay.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vaya's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, over here. So what we need to do is get this meat, put it on there, lower it down. Nom 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 nom. Something's pulling the rope. Oh, just wait a moment. Now we can wind it back up. And there's a boat. However, if we get that, get the remains, and it's covered in mucus.
She deserved it, that little
We go back over here. We'll be able to, get the other thing we need. I think it was in here. Yep. Like that. Like that. There we go. Okay. There we go. We've got all the ingredients. Go back here.
See that all the orb pieces you need.
Yes, yes.
I know I have
What we need to do is put this there. Needs to be purified first. Oh, okay.
to ask anything.
Oh,
If you
right.
could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tongue.
Where do I do
before
that?
attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me.
Is that
Please, my fate is in your hands.
later on? I don't want to put something dirty in my jar of all blood. It's very important. Also, welcome. Let me just look this up. Oof. Fine. uh just looking it up. Okay. Doesn't really help. Okay, I see how it goes. Right. So yeah, it's something which you actually have to do in a little bit.
I see that all the orb pieces you
I am
need.
still really
I know
tired.
I have no right to ask anything of you.
Feel like I might need to put this off. Oh, jeez. I hate to do that. I just started the stream, but it's really hitting me.
Attempting to mend the orb, there might
Oh,
still be a
man.
chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Ugh. Let me think. What's next?
I know I have no right to ask anything of
Really not that much left in the game.
you. Find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tongue before attempting to mend the orb.
Yes, yes, yes. Keep
Be a
yakking.
chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Well. We can't do anything with these as they are at the moment. We need to go to an area called the laboratory, and that's after the next bit which occurs. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to call it here. I am just so tired. Hello. Sorry. I started this stream and I was feeling tired and it's really hitting me, so I think I'm going to be calling it early. Apologies for that. Oh man. I'm just not going to be able to do a good job if I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I'll stop the recording here and I'll have to add this to the next part in post. That's fine. Okay, so hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Let's actually try and finish Amnesia: The Dark Descent tonight. There's very little left in the game, so we most likely will. There's just a few things we have to do now. I'm feeling much more rested than last time. Last time we collected the last of the orbs, and we really just have to go to the field and put the orbs into the
If you could find it in your heart to gather the
into the
ingredients of fire's tongue
what's it called?
before attempting to
Pedestal
win
up there.
war, there might still be a chance.
But yes, there is something to do with Agrippa here.
Fate is in your hands.
And we have all the items we need for it. The bone, this jar of blood, and this poison gland. However, that's not something we can do right now. I did load into the game briefly. So, yeah. Let's go do that, because we can't do the thing for Agrippa just yet. We'll head through here. And I believe there is going to be a rather rude welcome.
Find her.
Oh no! Ow! Bonk. Sleep. They came out of nowhere. Are we dead? No, we're not dead. But this time they decided to dump us into a prison. Yeah, hello. Now he wanders off. Hello, welcome, welcome. Had internet issues last time because you saw I was on for like 30 seconds.
You had me worried.
No.
I'm not sure what to do with you.
I started to stream and then I just felt really tired because I hadn't slept too much the night before, so I called it early. I'm sorry for that.
Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture?
Yes, I did, Alexander.
It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do.
Yeah, well.
You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow.
Well,
Thank you, friend.
it doesn't sound like much of an option. The door is locked. I'll have to find a way out of here. Some bricks are loose, but can't be removed by hand. They did actually take any of our items away from us. I think we have a few options here. I think, yeah, we can take this iron bar here. I was reading that you can, like, fit through a gap in the bars or something like that. Anyway. So, there's a hole in the, prison wall here. We can either use our hammer and chipper or this iron bar. Now we use a hammer and chisel. There we go. And then we move this wooden beam and we break down the wall. Daniel's really strong. There wasn't much, I did stream a little bit that night, but there really wasn't that much. We sort of just got one piece of the orb and then came back to the central area. I'll be attaching it to the beginning of this video for people on YouTube. So, there's really not much missed out though. Since it was quite short, it was only like 10, 20 minutes or something like that. And here we are in the cells. I think there's a few things we can find around here. Here's a note. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of those last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I've begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb. But now I feel the closed walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape, if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Yeah. It's actually a hint on what to do. because we may have escaped our cell, but we can't escape the prison door. Also, as Alexander was saying, you do have an option to end the game here if you wish. If you stay in the cell for long enough, the shadow eventually comes and consumes Daniel. So it's kind of a variation on... Thank you. It's kind of a variation on another ending. Oh, a tinderbox. I think there's a bucket around here we can find. Some laudanum. Yeah, there it is. Bucket. Another tinderbox. And... come on. Okay, there we go. So we can put this wooden bucket on there. Lower it into the well. Then we have to wind it back up again. And we have a bucket of water. Now, why would we need a bucket of water? Well, that note saying that the one of the servants dropped a key down a drain. Turns out it was this drain over here. I don't know how. But, you can actually see there's a key in there. There is a key in the pipe, but it can't be reached. I think you could actually do this in 2 ways, I read. I've always done it that you can get water from the well and pour the water down, and then the water pushes the key out. However, apparently you can also use the iron bar. Yeah, how about that? It's stuck in its position. Really, Daniel? Okay, well, we don't need it. So there we go. We have a bucket of water. Who knows? We might need a drink. I think we should be leaving. Let's use this key on there. And let's get out of here. And we have to run. Because... shadow chasing us. Don't think closing the doors helps? We'll see. Go this way. Oh no, rocks! Have to go the other way. I was reading, apparently, whichever way you go first will always be blocked off by rocks with that. Keep going, Daniel. Up the stairs. And into the nave. Okay. And we're back here. There's another note. No. Just a moment. Get out of here. Stupid. We found a note. What's this?
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever.
Oh, pardon.
Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. Went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Okay, some more flashbacks. What's this? You learned some more about DG Voodoo the past days. After a lot of trial and error, you finally fixed the broken UI elements in all your games. Turned out you simply have to use Reshade if you want anti-aliasing SMAA, since it's buggy in DG Voodoo itself. Interesting. I suppose the anti-aliasing is trying to be attached to the HUD elements or something? Look at that. I don't really know, sorry. As you know, ow. I don't have that much any experience with Voodoo video cards. Ow. I think we have to go this way. There should be. Yes. Hang on. Let me just check something, because I don't want to miss what we're supposed to do. Okay. Okay. Probably not going to miss it, but I just want to make sure. You can play games like Dungeon Keeper 2 and Populous at the beginning in 1600, 1200, making it all super crisp. Also having to smooth out jaggies of anti-aliasing with UIs all fit together without seams. Jeez. I'm surprised that those games would work with that. That sounds incredible. I have to take some photos. This is what I was looking for. This is a laboratory. So this doesn't open up until now. And for good reason. So we need to use these devices. We get this poison gland. Put it there. Is there a jar I have to pick up or something? Put that on. Boil it off. Put this in there. Close it. Okay, yeah. So that's done. Get that. Put this here. Like this. Get this. Put this over here. Turn this. There we go. And we have Wyre's tonic. That seems like a great drink. Let's head this way.
So I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse.
Yeah, hello.
The laboratory might be accessible now.
Yes, it is. This game's still making me very nervous. It's most unpleasant. I think we need this. And I think there's a... There we go.
You did it.
So we get that.
Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, beat me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head.
Yes, yes.
As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life.
But we'll lose your
Take
conversation.
my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate?
Well,
We can't argue now. You need to act.
yeah. Okay.
Don't get ahead of us.
Oh, yeah, right, sorry.
First, beat me.
Glug, glug, glug.
Quickly, off with the head.
Said the, what's it called? Said the, Queen of Hearts. Go. Now we have to pick it up. Yoink. Okay. Now I think we've got to go this way. And a bump mapping enabled in Dungeon Keeper 2. Not sure if I've ever seen how the lava looks like then. No, I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to check that. We gotta be a bit careful. Ow. How's my health going? Yeah, we should take some potion. Ow. Oh, mapping was a ray tracing of the 90s, basically. Indeed. Like, I can't even remember which games first had bump mapping, but it was like, wow, these walls and the brick textures on them are not completely flat. It worked pretty well. Okay, let's put all these in here. Oh, right, we need the tar. There we go. There's a completed orb. And this passage is... Ow. It's still active. We have to wait a little bit. You needed a Matrox card for it for the first games. Maybe I did see what it looked like, because I did have a Matrox card. But I can't remember whether that was, Is this done? I can't remember whether... Off the top of my head, whether I had anything special like that with it. Ow! Am I missing something with this? Game? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be siphoning the power away from it, and, stopping it, so I can pass through. can't jump through that. Ow. 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 It's more sanity of damage than anything else. Have I blocked it? Oh dear. Am I being stupid, actually? Is there something else I'm supposed to do here? I don't see any levers or anything. Hold on. Should just do this. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Okay. There is something else I need to do. Standing there, jumping into the electricity. I thought it was supposed to siphon it off completely, but that's not what happens. We have to go over here. Because there's machinery over here which we have to fiddle with. There's another note.
1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah, poor Daniel. That's actually, I think, the event which caused him to realize what had happened and made him decide to take the amnesia potion in the first place. Okay. So what we need to do is jam this up. With something. Don't touch it. Daniel would just shove his hand in it and hurt himself again. Is there a pipe or something up here I can take?
Shouldn't trust him.
Ah. Do I need one of these rocks? There we go. Ow. Oh. Yeah, let's take some more laudanum. Oh. Just want to around here for a moment. Ugh. Suppose we'll wait for the music to stop and then we'll be able to go back. Have you gone? Though interestingly, I didn't actually get a like beard by looking at that. Okay, so you are a real thing. I've kind of got to go past you, sir. But just to hide back here, I suppose. Wait. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Yeah, I said before, it's like, I don't know whether that was a hallucination, it just disappeared as soon as we got close to it, or whether it was actually there and it would have become real if we got too close. Orb's gone. To the inner sanctum. Coming for you, Alexander. Okay. Oh, no.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Oh dear. Ow. Gonna stab ourselves on this. That really badly hurt us. So yeah, interesting, like, structures down here. Don't know whether Alexander would have created them or... All is good. Whether there was for something else. The heavy door is sealed shut. Search for a way to open it. I'm missing something else again. That sounded like something. Okay, there we go. Ah! Come on, Daniel. Get up. You're so close. Don't give up now. Ow. Okay, into the orb chamber. All his life he had thought that he was a good man. Terrible deeds were only committed by terrible people. Like Henry Bedlow, the bully in school, but now he had seen what he himself could do.
I was wondering if you were going to show up.
Oh, hello, Alexander.
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain?
Well,
Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
oh. He's doing something with all this. How's it going, Alexander? You're just floating around like Vivek. Kind of want to wait around for a bit. I think. Ow. Think. Do I chuck this in there? Portal has not opened yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we have a few options here. Of course, I'm going to be doing the one with Agrippa's head, but we could knock over one of these pillars, thus getting revenge on Alexander as Daniel had planned from the beginning. That would ruin the ritual which is going on here. Alexander would assumably die, and Daniel would assumably die from the shadow catching up with him. But, you know.
A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
I can't really see anything.
I can finally return home.
So, yeah. Alexander is,
But you, I'm sorry, you won't be able to return. You are still tainted, branded by the shadow. It will consume you either way.
I don't know how long he talks for. So. Ow. Oh, damn it, did I wait too long? I waited too long.
Please, let me go.
I thought he'd give another line of dialogue. Well. Ow.
I'll never tell you.
I'll get to see the bad ending. Job. Well, I thought he like floated over towards it or something like that.
Thank you, my friend. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You will be celebrated forever.
Well, there we go. The end. I want to see whether I can get the other endings. It seems like there's an autosave, so let's load that. So yeah, I'll go over it a bit more when we get the actual ending instead of that one.
I was wondering if you were...
But it's Alexander is kind of interesting,
convinced you to run some errands.
aside from all the terrible things he's done,
Nice and clear now. Am I the villain?
as he's alluding to here.
Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Well, I suppose I could talk about it now while we wait for the portal to open. Alexander is kind of an interesting character because he's not really human. It's not really fully explained, but he's from this realm, dimension, which the portal is going to, and he's wanting to get home. There's some notes he's written about wanting to meet back with his love, who's there. And for some reason he was like exiled here. So for the most part, he just wants to leave Earth and get back home. I suppose he's sort of alien concepts of like taking extreme measures and torturing people and draining them of their vitae to fuel this and all that. Manipulating Daniel puts a bit of a kink in his whole, you know, I just want to go home story. Makes him not completely sympathetic, but, you know. As for Agrippa and Wire, it was said earlier that Wire found out how to control the orbs and actually had a whole bunch of them, and he managed to go to this other realm. And Agrippa didn't follow him because he was scared. And now he wants to follow Wire. Anyway. It will open very soon. There we go. Okay. Chuck!
You have ruined us.
Whoop. There goes the head. There goes Alexander. Blup. And the shadow consumes us. However, oh, we actually have control over this.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Whoop. And we're rescued by Wire and Agrippa. So, yay. There is another ending. I actually remembered that, I don't think Daniel dies in the other ending. Maybe we'll look at that. But yeah, that is Amnesia, the Doctor said. It's a very enjoyable game. It gets a bit heavy towards the end. But, it's enjoyable. Having played it so many times and, you know, it's been covered so thoroughly. I think a lot of wow, you know, just... It's going to have lost a lot of its effect for a lot of people. It still manages to spook me towards the end. Not because of the monsters. I just don't like the torture stuff. It's, you know, unpleasant. And the atmosphere gets a bit foreboding. So, you know. But no, I think it's still holds up pretty well. It still has the problem, as it did when it was released, that the monsters really only are present when you perform actions. It becomes kind of predictable in that regard. And you understand why. Because having the monsters roaming around on their own, which is sort of what people thought would happen when you when the game first came out, it would be unpredictable, and you would probably end up in situations where you can't get past them. So it's probably for the best that they only pop up every now and then. Even though, as I said, it becomes a bit predictable because it's perform action, monster appears, wait for it to disappear, then head on. In some situations, they don't disappear, but those are very few. Can't actually remember all of them. One of them is in the sewer, where there's that brute. The ones with the armor, which squeak when they walk. That one is, I believe, permanent, unless you die to it a few times, from what I was reading. ODN 314. The codes down the bottom there are actually used for unlocking a zip file in the games folder. It's got a bunch of concept art and notes in it, which is quite interesting if you want to see what some of the characters are supposed to look at, and just, you know, designs and artwork and all that for the game. Play Justine too. Does that unlock when you finish the game? I looked at that when I first started this, and it wasn't there. I don't plan on playing through Justine. I have played through it, I think once. I have to relaunch the game. Oh, okay. I don't think we'll play through Justine. It's a short story. It's not really relevant to the story of Amnesia. It's sort of... I think there's like a little bit of connection. But overall it's its own thing. It's sort of like just a short little gauntlet to go through with some new enemies. Wow. And another story and all that, so. Do we want to see the other ending? We knock over one of the pillars? As I said, I think Daniel ends up leaving the castle after that. Sure. Let's see. Hello, Alexander. I'm back.
Wondering if you were going to show up.
Yep.
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now?
Yeah, wait, we're going to be rather mean after this because we've got Agrippa's head all ready to go here.
And evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
One's messing around with these orbs and they... What? Is it supposed to go like that one, then this one, then that one, or something, and then that? I feel like something's missing here. Anyway. All these floating rocks around. These runes. I'm not fussed by it, but Twitch might be upset by it, and YouTube maybe. Personally, it's just whatever. So okay, when this opens up again, we're going to give one of these the old heave-ho. It's just watching us walking around here. Yeah, if he bolted these to the floor, it would be truly a problem. This thing looks like it's like burst out of the ground. The way the rocks are like on the way the flagstones are on top of it. It's odd.
Do you see it? A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home.
Yeah. Okay.
But you, I am so
Oh wait, do we have to do this earlier?
you are still
I think we have to do it earlier. Sorry about that. When it's channeling energy to it. Oh. I thought we'd have to do it when it was going through the portal or just before the portal.
don't do that.
No, don't do that.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life?
Yeah, okay. What are you going to say now?
Maybe I'm saving mine too.
Well, yeah, perhaps.
Stop it. You are ruining it.
You're breaking my toys!
Close, I beg you.
Actually, I have to topple all of them. I thought we only had to do one of them.
I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize.
Yeah.
As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries.
I think he's been here since like the 1400s or something like that.
You killed us. You killed us both.
Well,
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins.
stuck in boxes.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
And there we go. I don't think I've actually seen that ending. I rather like it. I might like it more than the Agrippa ending because the only problem I have with Agrippa's ending is that you're putting a lot of faith into someone you've just met, and you have no real reason to believe Agrippa is, leading you astray. He's not really in a position to, I don't know, really do anything. But Alexander did work with Agrippa and Wire originally, and then I can't really remember what exactly is supposed to have happened. Apparently Wire goes through the portal and Agrippa, they fall out or something like that. I'm not too sure, and Alexander goes on his own way, keeping Agrippa around because of his knowledge. But yeah, assumably also in that ending, the Shadow, satisfied with Daniel defeating Alexander, lets Daniel go rather than devouring him, so yeah. I like this music too. Like 271, the end. Now, there we go. There you get all 3 endings for Amnesia Dark Descent. There is actually 4 endings, as I said earlier. One of them is when you wake up in the cell, you just stay there, and the shadow eventually consumes you. And Alexander thanks you as much as he does if you wait and let him go through the portal in the bad ending, which we saw. So, it's pretty much the same, it just happens in a different location. But yeah, that is Amnesia Dark Descent. I've already said pretty much everything I want to say about it. I'm glad this is done. Now we can move on to other things. It's not that this took too long, but spooky games, they're going to be rather a rare thing on my channel. I do like this game though. I wouldn't have played through it again if I didn't. Anyway, well, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you join me again next time.